Picture a kingdom where the throne sits empty. Its gold untouched, while the people roar for their chosen one. In Kenya's turbulent saga, the throne symbolized the presidency. A prize of immense power, forged in the fires of independence.
The party at Government House was an informal farewell to British rule in Kenya.
And the man millions deemed destined for it, Raila Odinga, son of a vice president, survivor of prisons, architect of movements.
Mko tayari? Mko tayari?
He approached the crown time and time again, fingers brushing its surface, crowds thundering his name from Nairobi's streets to Nyanza's hills.
That is what we have been waiting for. It was quiet and we were worried. We didn't know the plan. But now we really know the plan ahead, and we are really very, very much planned and very ready for whatever will come.
Yet history, the capricious force, denied it, slipping away like mist at dawn. What toll does such denial exact on a soul, a family, a nation, on dreams built brick by brick only to crumble? This is the story of the king who never was. Raila's birth on January 7th, 1945 in Kendu Bay was no ordinary event. Politics pulsed through his veins from infancy. His father, Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, wasn't merely a politician. He was Kenya's conscience during the Mau Mau uprising, negotiating with British colonials, sacrificing comfort for freedom.
And they don't know what they're doing. Why I appear to be pro-East is because the weight has been so heavily overweighted on the western side.
As Kenya's first vice president under Mzee Jomo Kenyatta, Jaramogi advocated for the poor, clashing over unequal land distribution where white farms became black elite playgrounds. His 1966 resignation birthed the Kenya People's Union, crushed by arrests, burns, assassinations of allies like Pio Gamapinto and J.M. Kariuki shadowing the era. Raila, a teenager then, witnessed police raids, felt the chill of state terror. This wasn't abstract ideology. It was personal. Family meetings in hiding, whispers of plots. Kenya's body politic still bears that scar, fueling low-war aspirations and national divides. Jaramogi's mantra, "It is not yet Uhuru," became Raila's compass.
Our teacher and master, whom I think is much more advanced in political outlook in this country than we are still just in the stages of learning politics from him.
Trained as an engineer at the Technical University in Magdeburg, East Germany, Raila Odinga learned to solve tangible problems. Bridges, machines, systems that bent to logic and steel. But the problem he chose, the one that consumed him, was power itself. A sprawling, intangible beast rooted in Kenya's one-party grip under Jomo Kenyatta and later Daniel Arap Moi. Engineering in East Germany's cold winters honed Raila's precision, but Kenya's heat called him home. In 1972, he imported that fateful printing press for dissident pamphlets critiquing Kenyatta's corruption. Detained in 1975 at the age of 30, Committee's isolation cell stripped everything. Family visits were burned, books were forbidden, days blurring, when newspapers self-censored and critics vanished. He became the unbreakable symbol, the man who turned chains into legend. The 1990s Though came via IMF pressure and street fury, Sabasaba came in 1990, led by Raila with 10,000 people against one-party rule, beaten but unbowed. Ford Kenya splintered, birthing NDP, his vehicle for 1992's multi-party polls, netting millions despite rigging. Crowds chanted Baba Jimmy, seeing in him Jaramogi's ghost reborn. By 1997, NDP was a force to reckon with. Blending Luo heartland with urban youth, Raila wasn't campaigning. He was igniting a revolution against Moi's kleptocracy. Power, when denied long enough through bars and ballots, begins to tempt even the staunchest rebels. 1997's 10% howl teased victory. 2002's KANU NARC Pact aimed higher, backing Kibaki to end the rule of Mzee Moi.
My one message to you is that you should support our new president and our country and give up the good work that you have done so well.
For me, it's a great joy. It is also a very humbling occasion because it means in effect that Kenyans have given me a challenge to go ahead and fulfill all those things that I personally have been promising.
The Uhuru handshake stand, pragmatism or capitulation. Raila gambled for power's keys, but Kibaki's win sidelined him. To strategists, it was chess. Oust Moi's old guard, to purists, betrayal of the anti-KANU fire. Views fractured, calculated path to the thorn, or the first crack in the rebel armor. 2002 reshaped Kenya's landscape. NAC's landslide sweeping away 24 years of Moi, promising reform, unity, and a new dawn. But not in the way Raila Odinga envisioned. Promised premiumship evaporated, he watched from the shadows as Kibaki ascended. What happens when a king, heir to a wounded dynasty, tastes the throne's edge, feels the crowd's thunder, the weight of a dynasty, but never truly sits on it? The crown glimmers closer, yet history's hands pulls it away.